All right, it says we're live. I'm trying to still get set up here. Sometimes it takes a minute for the live to get going. So I always click go and then I just start kind of prepping for the live. Like my truck Wi-Fi is out here. That's what that annoying beep is. But I'll shut the door here in 1 minute. I'm gonna make sure it's connected because it took longer than usual for my internet to connect today. I don't know why. Just want to make sure everything's going good. This is going to be set up here. So we're going to be putting up or setting a post for another H-brace right now on the live. And then today I'm going to continue to go down and set the rest of these posts here. But I just figured since we got a little bit of time and we're not like in a rush today because of daylight or anything, and I could use some support, we will set this post together for the first one, my first one of the day. So I'm just getting started. Let me check my Wi-Fi here and make sure we're all good. Okay, Wi-Fi, Shirtless Jake, one connected device, that would be me. Okay, everything appears to be really good here. So I think we're good. On my phone it says signal strength strong. So if y'all are ready, I'm ready. Let's start setting some posts, ladies and gentlemen. And yep, I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not even gonna say it. You guys, if you can't read, I'm sorry, but get somebody to read what was going on here. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I think this is going to be a good spot. So, you know what? Before I set y'all up here and just walk away, let me show y'all the difficult part about setting one of these posts. So I guess the first thing, well, okay, so setting the posts are not difficult, okay? But setting the post for the H-brace, yeah, pain in the buttocks. Check this out. Here we go. We're going to dump out our post, and then we're going to almost destroy the auger in the process. And I would not even have been mad about that because I could have taken a break while that was being fixed or replaced. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Ain't nobody got the money for another auger. I just got to use this one, so I'm praying that it don't break. I am still going strong on my diet. I believe I'm on day like 16 or 15 or 16 or 17 or something like that. So I've switched over to not only sugar-free Red Bull, but also to the miniature ones. And they only got 10 calories, 0 everything else, except for some doggone sodium. That's okay. Everybody needs some sodium in their life. What else would you look forward to if you didn't have sodium? Because my sugar has now been taken away. I've been drinking nothing but water for the past however many days, 15, 16, 17 days. I have not had a single drop of alcohol in those days. Let's see, I've eaten nothing but like chicken and salad. Just like chicken breast with like light seasoning on it. Salad, turkey, sausage. Just a lot of salads, a whole lot of salads, like for every meal. And then they have these cool protein pancakes that I got to. Anyway, why are we out here talking about pancakes and stuff? I think that I'm procrastinating. Let me get a drink of this Red Bull and we'll get started. I always procrastinate before I start on my first post. Sorry about that. That was delicious. That was a delicious Red Bull. Okay, here we go. Let's get started. So whenever you set this first post for your H-brace, not only does the post going across have to fit in perfectly, but you also have to have it touching, not pushing, not here, but touching, just barely touching the string. And it also has to be straight up and down and perfectly plumb, that I've been corrected on 1,000 times. Yes, I know it's not level. It's plumb if it's straight up and down. It's level if it's this way. Okay, I got it. I understand. Anyway, so that's the hard part, is getting it set perfectly in two different directions. So that means there's only literally there's only one spot on the ground where this post can be perfect, and the hard part is finding that. So I'm going to set y'all up now on the tripod, and we're actually going to get started. And the first step is always the hardest one, but we're going to do that first step right about after I set y'all up right here. That looks perfect. I think y'all are good. Okay, step one, what I'm going to do is get this post pushed up against this post. I'm going to try not to crush my level in the process. What that's going to do is show me exactly how far I need to put my pole away from this post. So let me get that kind of lined up here. I'm going to pull this. Bada boom, bada bing. And you see it's touching the post down there. Now if I get here, I can look down the line and I can see that this post is now perfectly straight down that line. Now the fun part, make sure that our post is still good here. We're going to pull it up a little bit. Okay, so now I'm just going to kick a mark with my foot down here. Good, perfect. So right there where my post hole diggers are where we're going to be drilling this hole. So let me move y'all a little bit over here. Sit y'all down. Are we still good on signal and everything? Because the camera is pointing that way. So I'm going to stand right here for one moment and see if I can't see a comment, at least one that says we're good. Because if I start to drill the hole, then we lose signal. Then it comes back on and I'm like, all right guys, well that was fun. We got it all wrapped up for the day, and I'll never know that we lost signal because I'm not looking at the right side of the phone. Okay, you're good, sounds good. All right, well, without further ado, let's drill a hole. I hope this thing starts easy because like I said, this is the first start of the day, and so it's not warmed up at all. Not ready to go. I'm not warmed up at all. I'm not ready to go. But we got stuff to do. So let's get it done. We're gonna pump up this bulb a couple times. We're gonna make sure the choke is on. Push that by this little lever here. We're good to go. Let's get it started. One pull. No way. One pull. I'm impressed. I'm impressed with myself. I thought I saw something running back there, but I didn't. Don't worry. Alright, so we're gonna set that there. Bring this here. Perfect. That was easy. That was really easy. So Lester always says that, especially on your H-brace post, those need to be deep in the ground, and those need to be really, really, really strong, because that's where all you're pulling on those posts. So they need to be like not moving and not wiggling in the ground. So let me grab the camera and I'll show y'all what we're working with now. We got our hole drilled. So that's good. I brought the post hole diggers because what we're gonna go ahead and do before we even try to set the post is, first of all, if we roll this back to where it goes, perfect, touching the post, come straight down the string, and look at this. Look at this. It overlaps this hole. So we know now that if the post is in here, it's going to touch this. But do we have enough room around the post to be able to shift it whatever way? That way we can make sure it's level. Now if you look down the string, you can see if we push it down, the corner of the hole is also touching the string, right? So that means the post is in there, it's going to touch the corner of the string. But like I said, do we have enough room to work the post around and get it in the right spot to where it'll stand perfectly straight up and down plumb? So what I'm going to go ahead and do is grab the post hole diggers, dig out some area that we have to play with, and then we'll stand up this post. We'll leave this one here so we can make sure that it's going to touch, and then touch the string, and then we should be able to just get it put in the ground and be good to go with it. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the post hole diggers. I'm going to set y'all back up right here. Get y'all set up in a good spot. Y'all want to look at a different camera angle? Y'all want to move like over here? I mean, I don't know what the difference would be, but maybe y'all can look at something different in the background. I'll even put me off to the side over here, and you guys can check out what's going on back over yonder or whatever. All right, cool. Well, let's start digging then. What are we waiting on? Move this back out of our way. The other day, whenever I was digging a hole with the post hole diggers, like I had got it like already and stuff, and then I was digging out around the hole, and my post hole diggers caught the edge of my string, and it slingshot back across the field. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen on live, because that would be very embarrassing. All right. If you just go down the edges like that, oh, here, I think I'm probably blocking y'all's way. If you go down the edges, you can pretty much widen out this hole as wide as it needs to be. And then after you do that, you can just get out all the loose dirt, and then your hole should be good for you to put your post in. You want to make sure you didn't lose your depth. Whenever you did all the caving in and digging around the outsides, you got to get that dirt out of there, or you're going to have no more depth for your post. Therefore, it's not going to be very solid in the ground. It's not going to be very strong, and most likely it'll get pulled over whenever you pull your wire. So we're almost done. Probably a little bit more cleaning out of the bottom, but I think the sides, I think the circumference of the hole now is going to be good. The depth, almost. Okay, that should be good. I'll show y'all. So we're working with, we got a pretty deep hole. Pretty deep hole. You can see almost all of the almost all of the post hole diggers are gone. So we're looking at about, rake that off, at probably about 32 inches about for our hole. So that should be good. You see now that we widened it, how much more area we have on this side of the string. We widened it a little bit this way too. So we should have more room to work it in there with the post. It even brought out one more scoop of dirt for me. That's awesome. We'll set those in the ground. All right, let's bring y'all back over here, and we're gonna get our post. You know what? Is this a good spot? Is this a good spot? Because I don't want the sun to be in y'all's eyes. I think we're gonna be good right here. Let me clamp this back. Yeah, should be good. Okay. Okay, all right. Alrighty. Should be good to go. All we got to do now, I'm getting our post. Getting our post, and I'm gonna plop it right there in the ground. Okay, so you see how much room now we have for this post? Ow, I just now hit myself right in the head. But how much room we have now for this post to be worked and be level and be in the right spot? That's good. That's really good. Make sure this is all pulled tight. It is. It's a very windy day, so if you look down the thing here, you see the wind's blowing our string line kind of off of our post. But the thing is, it's so tight down here, I don't think that that's gonna affect it. So I think, whoopsie. So I think we'll be all right. Okay, cool. We're good there. All right, it's important that you have a tamping stick. Let's roll this back into position. You can see how it's hitting this post. That's good. That means it'll fit in there tight. Run this straight back down the line where it goes, just for a reference. Make sure that's on there tight. Okay, so we should be good. So now, what we got to do is get this post. Let's get it level this way first. So, got to bring the bottom over. How's that look? That's touching the post tight. Let's come a little bit this way. Uh-oh. All right, pull it back a little bit. That should be perfect. Okay, so now this direction we're plumb, okay? So we're perfectly plumb whenever this post is resting right here on the bottom, pushed up snug against this post, okay? So now let's pull it back to where it's barely touching the string, and let's see what we're looking at level wise this way, or plumb. So if we pull it right there, we're almost perfect. We got to scoot this post this way, the bottom of it, like maybe this, like barely. That might do it. Okay. Okay, let's see what we're working with now. Down. All right. It's almost there. We got to move it a little bit more. Okay. All right, let's check that out. All right, right there. Barely touching the string. I kind of feel like we need to move the bottom over this way a little. I can't get it to stay. There we go. That might have done it. See, that's what I'm saying is this post here, like the one that goes on the H-brace, it's a pain. Oh, that's much better. Now we're perfectly level right there. That's perfect. Barely touching the string. So we're good that direction. This direction we need to kick back out. Beautiful and beautiful. So what I'm going to do from right here to make sure this thing is not going to move, put a little bit of dirt. It looks like a lot of dirt, but remember, this hole is so deep that we got plenty of room for concrete. This is just going to get our post where it's not going to move, it's not going to wiggle around on us, it's not going to fall over. That'll give us an opportunity to start doing our concrete. there. Everything appears to be good. We give it a little bit of tamping action. Okay, so it's standing now pretty much in the spot where we want it. So what we're gonna do now is pour some concrete in, tamp it a little, but you can still, even once you pour the concrete, you'll still have a little bit of room that you can move your post. So I know just from looking at the string and the post down there that this is like pretty much perfect. So if I got to move it a little bit or tweak it, it's not a big deal. It's no big deal at all. You want to know something? I have made a mistake. And you know, it's not too often that I make a mistake, you know. But today I have made a mistake, and I'll tell y'all what that is. And I don't know if you've realized what that is yet, but it'll click whenever I tell you. So let me get this put out here. It's gonna be fine. Nobody panic. We're gonna be okay. But I'm just saying I've made a mistake. All right, we're gonna get a good amount on the front because that's the direction most likely that this post will be trying to fall. Come around the back. Okay, we're gonna wait right there with the concrete. We're not gonna put any more. We're gonna grab this stick, a tamping stick. I'm just gonna kind of spread it around. I'm not really packing it right now. I'm just making sure that we have concrete all the way around the post. So that way I can have something to even tamp to. All right, so let's check this one out first. This is not level. You see how much tighter it is? Once you move this post with the concrete, it's done. It's not gonna move anymore. I'm gonna pull this all the way back off the string. All the way back off the string, I said. Perfect. Okay. Good. Bring it up. Okay, that is perfect. This direction, barely touching the string. Everything's good. That way. This way, it should be good because it's touching our post. And that is perfect. So I'll tamp all this in, and then I'm gonna add the rest of the concrete, and then I'm gonna show y'all the level. So we'll know that I'm not just saying, oh yeah, it's good. It's good, don't worry. No, you guys don't worry about a thing, it's fine. Remember I told you it's fine. No, I'll show you. And then I'll tell you what mistake I made. Okay, we're good. We're good on that. Let's pack it in. I'm gonna roll this all the way for 1 second so I can tamp all the way around. Make sure this is good and tight. Has anyone commented the mistake I made yet? I haven't been around there to look at the comments, but does anyone see what it is? I'll tell you now. So the mistake is that I forgot before the live to go fill up a bucket with water. And so I have not been able to add water as we're doing the concrete. Is that a problem? Yes. Can it be fixed? Yes. Can it be fixed good? Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. I am going to go add water. Oh gosh, excuse me. I do have a bucket over there that I have to carry down to the pond, one of the ponds, and wait out there and get water. So I'll get water for it, and I'll pour it, and then I'll tamp it, and then I'll pour some more until, you know, that concrete has time to soak up all that water. Now, usually what you would do is add some water and then add some concrete and tamp it all together. Then add some water, then some concrete. you know, until you get it all the way full. Or the right way to do concrete is to get your concrete, pour it in, you know, a bucket with the amount of water, mix it all together, and then pour it in the hole. I'm not doing all that. There is no way that I'm going to come out here and be mixing concrete in a wheelbarrow and then putting it in my posts, in my post holes. That's not going to happen. So this one's good. So let me show y'all exactly what we're looking at here. So this, you can see, if I barely move the string, it barely goes, and then it rests against that post, which is perfect, exactly what you want. So we know that it's touching that, so as long as it's plumb this direction, then we'll be good, okay? And then this here, you can see on this end it's super tight. On this end, super tight. So as long as it's plumb this direction, then we should be good there, okay? Because if you're bringing that post, yeah, it's the H-brace isn't going to go at the bottom, it's going to go at the top. But if this post is level and this post is level, we should have the same amount of space at this and this. So once I pick that up, it's still going to fit tight in there as long as my post is level. Here we go, moment of truth. We're coming up this direction first. That would be touching the string. We're going to put it right above the string. Make sure it's straight all the way up the post. And you can see right there, we are perfectly plumb. Perfectly plumb right there, okay? And then we're going to come this way, this direction. That's going to have the post. We're going to put it on there, make sure it's straight. Going up the whole post, it is. And perfectly plumb that direction. So it looks like we're going to be good. I'm going to go get some water, pour it in here, get it all mixed up. And then after that, so we're going to have this H-brace, and then my goal for today at least is to set the rest of the post down this line. So let me walk back down there. I don't want to get too far away from the truck. I haven't seen a single complaint about signal, which I haven't been able to read the comments the entire time because I've been on the wrong side of the phone, but that's okay. So we only have to go from here down to that H-brace today, and a post every 10 steps. We got the hard part done, the H-brace. So look, here's what we're gonna do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're gonna come right here. We're gonna have one post. What I'm gonna go ahead and do, so I don't lose my marks, is I'm gonna come drill a hole right there. Beautiful. So there's one more post I gotta do today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're gonna come up on this hill. I'm gonna set another one right here. So there's 2 posts we gotta do today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I am not going to drill a hole in the middle of this bush. In the middle of this bush is where that post is supposed to go. So what I'm going to do is come right on the other side of this bush and put that. I'm not going to bring a weed eater out here to get rid of this. So that's 1, 2, 3. I think probably just one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if I go 10 here, I'll put my last post right here. So that's 5 more posts. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Was that 4 or 5? Was that 4 or 5 more posts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to be cutting this section a little bit short, but that's okay because, you know, there's nothing that says barbed wire has to be absolutely uniform. 2, I'm doing that because that means the short section or the odd section will be in some trees, and so odds are you won't see it, so that's good. So let's see, we got 1 post coming down. We got one on the other side of this thing, 2. Come down here. It was through here somewhere. 3. All right, so 4 more posts and we'll be done for the day. So I'm gonna get started doing that. Shouldn't take me too much longer. Like I said, it's a lot easier to do those than it is trying to line up all this mess here. Plus, I won't be on a live, so it won't take me 30 minutes a post like this live did. So it'll probably take me, I don't know, 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, maybe not even that. So I'll get those knocked out today at least. Let this concrete cure for tonight, and then tomorrow I'll be out here pulling pulling wire. So we'll get it all knocked out. We're gonna go ahead and end this one. Thank y'all for joining me and not making me have to sit out here and work alone. I appreciate that. I do not like to work alone. Working alone makes me angry. I don't know, just like, oh, look at me out here working my butt off, and I look around the hill and I see some cows playing out there, and Pop goes driving by with Heidi, and then Bree's calling me, why didn't you come drill these post holes for me? Well, I got a lot of projects going on too, guys. Dang flubbit, I got a lot of work to do. All right, let's get out of here. I'm procrastinating again. I finished one post and I'm gonna start procrastinating again. Bye guys, have a great day. How do I turn this thing off? Oh, here we go.